My name is Kassidy. I'm 24 years old. I've been in business for like a good 5 years. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thank you, Kim, for having me. And let's get into it.
Yes, let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about. I already said that, but we have so much to talk about, and I have my topic cards here, so I'm super excited to get into the tea, the business tea, the real tea. This is the real tea.
Right.
So before we get started, I want to pray. I am really big on God. I'm really big on allowing God to just be intentional with the way everything flows. So I know that He will lead with intention tonight, and this will go really well. So let's just go ahead and pray, Cass. God, I thank you for allowing us to have this space to connect, to share, and to promote, God. I ask that you cover us while we share these ideas, that you allow our words to be intentional, that you allow us to change lives with the conversation that we have today, God. I ask that if there is anything that we feel like we have been going through or that we want to express to our audience, please allow us to feel comfortable enough to do so, God. I ask that you will allow us to be transparent, and I ask that you allow us to continue to just be successful on our business ventures, God. I ask that you continue to keep us pure and full of love and always doing things the right way and the way that we should do it, God. So I want to open every one of my podcasts with asking this question. Kassidy, would you like to share a recent win in your entrepreneur journey?
Yes, I would love to. I feel like the most major win is me closing on my building. I closed on Monday. I had an amazing real estate agent, Sharquela Perry. So if y'all ever need any real estate needs, hit my girl up. She will get you together. Okay. So yes.
Yes, QP. What was that experience like? Like, that's big. That's actually very major.
So it was hectic, but not on our behalf. So I kind of like stumbled upon the building because there's a hair salon next to my boutique, and there was one lady in there working. She was an older lady, but she couldn't find people to like fill her booths. And I think the rent was just too much for her. So once her lease ended, she ended up leaving and like going to a suite. So I reached out to her because I was like, I want to lease the space next door because I wanted to do my boutique, because I had the salon booths in the front, and I wanted to have it separate. So I guess the guy who owned the building, he passed away. So he left it to his kids. His kids like don't get along. They aren't very like social media savvy. So a real estate agent, I guess that's like a friend of the family for them, he was just so lazy. Like he didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to have the water or lights turned on. Quayla had to like handle all of that. Like it literally took a month for us to get the lights on so we can get an inspection. So it was like very, I don't know.
It was like frustrating, overwhelming,
yes,
a lot.
Very. It was a lot. And then I didn't think, like when you buy property, like it's all it is. I'm thinking I could just be like, here's the money, give me the keys. No, it's like a whole process. But Quayla really got it done. She got in there and did everything. So
yeah, shout out to her.
Yeah.
And shout out to you. Because
you.
like I said, that is big, and I'm so proud of you. And you're so young doing this. So like this is literally just the beginning of your journey, and God will continue to bless you. So congratulations. As an entrepreneur and a serial entrepreneur, I know we both like have our hands in so many different things.
Yeah.
And I know for myself that can get very overwhelming because it's like it's a lot. Especially when you're doing more than one thing. So like, how do you manage the different roles of being like a business owner? Like, and because you have so many different businesses, like you don't just do one thing. You have a boutique. Congratulations.
Thank
on the
you.
boutique. You have a boutique. And then you also have your lash business where you do lashes, and then you still sell hair?
No, I stopped selling hair.
You stopped. We gotta get into that.
Yeah. Okay. So I started selling hair because I saw it as like an investment opportunity. I was never like really passionate about selling hair. But once COVID hit, because you used to sell hair too. Once COVID hit, the market for hair was like terrible. It's super expensive to buy hair. People nowadays, they rather spend less money on lower quality things. So Like, I feel like it was a good way to save some money and put some money up, but I didn't see it as like something I wanted to do forever. So I kind of used that as a stepping stool so I could invest in a boutique because I'm passionate about clothes, fashion. Like, I love putting that ish on. So, yeah.
Yes, like, I think that, like, your fashion business is going to be, like, it's going to, like, how can I explain it? It's going to, like, basically, I'm not going to say, like, well, I'm going to say it's going to take off because it's something that you're passionate about.
Yeah, definitely.
And when you do things with purpose, I feel like the trajectory of things change. Like, when you don't want to just be out here, like you said, you were selling hair not because you, like, it was something that you genuinely want to do. You was doing it for the money. Like,
exactly.
and I feel like sometimes we get caught up in it because I've done things for the money. And when I feel like when I do it for the money, God blesses me temporarily with the money, but it doesn't fulfill my happiness. It starts becoming dreadful.
Yeah.
I'm like, these people get on my nerves.
Really.
And so I feel like with your hair, because you love fashion, you love seeing people put that shit on.
Yeah.
You love putting that shit on.
Yeah.
So it's like when you are like in that space in your boutique and seeing people tag you on your stuff, that's going to make you want to go harder.
Exactly.
It's going to make you want to buy more. It's going to make you
Exactly.
want to keep investing in yourself. And then eventually, next thing you know, you're going to have a franchise with so many different buildings, like, yeah, so many different places. So continue to do that, but thank you for sharing that. Like, that's really good. But you are doing a lot of things still. You don't sell hair no more, but I just named 2 things you're doing. And then you just also opened up your commercial building. We'll talk about what you'll be doing with that later if you're ready to share that.
Yeah.
But like, what all the things you're doing right now, what is the way that you feel like you manage all of those roles, and how do you find balance in it?
Honestly, I just love entrepreneurship. Like, this type of stuff, like, it really gets me excited. I love doing this type of stuff. I will say I do get tired though. So I like to like go on trips. Like, even if it's just like 48 hours, I'll go on a trip, have a ball, and by the time I come back, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to get back to it. Like, yeah. So I say take a trip.
I love that. I love that. Because my next question was just going to be, how do you handle self-care and burnout? And you pretty much just said that. Do you have any other ways that you handle self-care and burnout?
I feel like sometimes, like, if you just need a day off, just take a day off. Like, there's certain days, like, I'll close my lash schedule, or like, I want to go to the boutique. Because I don't have anybody working in the boutique right now, it's just me. But I don't really see a need for somebody to work in the boutique because it's not a whole lot of, it's like foot traffic, but not to the point where I can't handle it and do lashes. So I feel like if I'm feeling burnt out or tired, I'll stay in bed all day.
Yes.
I will
Same.
literally turn on Netflix, order me some food, get snacks, and just be in bed all day. Turn off my phone, don't talk to people. Like,
Yes.
that's just it.
I feel like as women and as entrepreneurs, we really need to prioritize self-care. Like, my friend, she does hair, you know, yes. She literally just tweeted, like, she needs to take, like, a break. Like, and I'm like, you do. She like, I'm your grandma. But, like, it's like we need to take breaks because as women, and we give off a lot of energy to other people. And sometimes when we're not feeling our best or we burnt out, that energy rubs off on other people. We just don't even notice it. But most importantly, we have to stay pretty, we have to stay pure, we have to stay like healed, we have to stay like rejuvenated. And I feel like I've been able to release a lot. Like, I don't know if you've seen, but I just stopped doing my graphics. I just announced that I'm done with that because I felt like that was something that was just taking a part of me. Like, and it's like, I'm not going to allow myself to burn myself out just to satisfy other people.
Exactly. And I feel like too, like, because we are like service providers and we work providing a service, like, people don't look at us like people. They look at us like our job. And it's like, hold on. Because I've even had clients like cussing me out because I'm like, no, I'm going out of town this weekend. I cannot do your lashes. They be like, girl, you got me done. I'm like, hold on now, wait.
Girl, I say I don't work weekends and they mad. Like, how you mad because I don't want to work on weekends? That's my policy, been my policy since I started, but people always
care.
Yes, and we have to know, regardless of what other people want from us, we have to put ourselves first. Like, because if we don't put ourselves first, we can't serve nobody. Like,
nobody can get anything.
Have you like encountered any setbacks, anything that just made you like, I'm not gonna let it break me, I'm gonna let it like make me stronger?
Oh my God, I just feel like I just have so much going on that it can be overwhelming, and then sometimes I just shut down. I feel like one thing that I have learned is though, because you know I was renting booths and like suites out to people in my salon. I feel like in the beginning I was so pressed to get people in the door that I was just letting anybody come and work in my shop. And you really have to be picky with the people that work in your shop, because even though they're not working for me, they're just renting the space, they're representing my salon. So if I have somebody working in my shop and they smoking weed in a parking lot, or just doing stuff that you shouldn't do as a service provider in front of your clients, and if you are, maybe don't work in the salon. So I feel like I just learned to be more selective with people. And also too, I've had people come that want to work in my shop, but they don't necessarily have the clientele to keep up with the rent. So I feel like now, like moving forward, I'm definitely gonna have like a more intensive like interview process for people who want to come work in my shop.
I love that.
So
it's gonna be given luxury.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. I like that though. Because I feel like I said, everybody don't have like a struggle story. Everybody don't have nothing and that's great. That's good. I feel like sometimes it's not us, it's the things that's around us, or it's like the influences that's around us, or certain things that people might project onto our business, but sometimes it's not even us that are doing these things that are making us be in these situations where we have to pivot differently.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that.
And also, I'm gonna touch on that too. I also feel like like you said, sometimes it's not us. Like sometimes it could be the people that you're around. If you're around somebody who is dragging you down, or you're around somebody who doesn't have the same goals in life as you, like they will hold you back. And sometimes it gets to the point where God can't even give you your blessings because you don't have the right people around you to receive that. So you got to.
That's a word. That is definitely a word. So we're gonna play another game.
All right, let's go.
This game is yay or nay, and I'll give you a couple of scenarios, and I just want you to tell me yay or nay, like would you do or would you not?
Okay.
So, hire family members.
I don't know. I say nay.
Why you say that?
I don't know. I just love like.
Family members.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it with anybody over anything, which I couldn't see it being an issue on my half, but my family's a little crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'll just keep it separate. Like I'll go to them and like ask them advice, like, hey, should I do this and this? But working for me, no. And I feel like it would be kind of weird.
Yeah, I feel like the only time I really feel like that is okay is if it's like your child, or if it's like your mom.
Yeah.
Like I would work for my mom has a cleaning business. I've worked for her business before.
Yeah.
It's no static. Like she knows if I don't want to work, I'm not working.
She's not working.
Because I'm her daughter. She knows me. My child, like I'm not gonna force them. But if you want to come make some money, you can come work with mommy. Like But like brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. If my younger sisters, like over summer break, he like side eye. But no, if my younger sisters, like if they wanted to come in, like work in a boutique and do the reception, I'll pay them to do that.
Yeah.
Like something like that. But like working as far as like handle my finances or like anything that's like too in depth, no, probably not. Because I just don't want people in my business.
I take that back, because when I just said that, like I said, my brother is literally my photographer. But also too, I would work with my brother because I've literally told him so many times, like, let me help you do this, or let me or we could collab, because we're too creative, so we could like bounce off of each other. But I feel like it would be more so us working together, not him working for you. Yeah. So I think that's different, because like he has his own thing, I have my own thing, but they come together. Yeah. So I don't know. He might not be work with me. Taking time off for self-care.
Yay.
Yes.
Yay, definitely yay.
Opening a business with your best friend.
Nay. No. I just love, like, I'm the type of person, like, when I have a relationship with somebody, like, I really value and treasure that relationship. And I just would not want anything to come in between that. No.
I agree.
But, like, if they want to start their own business and they need help or advice, I got you, whatever you need. But we don't have to come together and do the same thing.
I agree. Taking out a business loan to expand your business.
I feel like yay.
Yeah.
But only if you're gonna be responsible with the business loan, because it can mess up your credit. And I feel like use these banks. That's what they're here for. If you don't have to touch your money, don't touch it. If you got good credit and you can get that loan and pay it back, and don't worry about touching your money.
Yeah, I think for me, I want that grant. I don't want that loan.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm reading this book. It's called Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Dave Ramsey?
Mm-hmm.
He's like a financial coach.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on a radio station all day. Like, he's really good. But I'm learning to not be tied to payments.
Mm-hmm.
A loan is a payment, and I feel like I don't want to have to pay nothing back. Even when it comes down to my car, like, I'm working on buying a car out. I don't want to make payments on no car. I don't want to make payments like on nothing. And I feel like if you can't afford it, it's not for you in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like you said, if you can afford it and you feel like you know you're going to pay it back, go for it, especially if you need it in that moment. But there's so many ways out here to use other people's money and not have to pay it back. You just have to have your documentation in order. And I'm also working on that too. But like, it's a lot of grants for like businesses, and like they give grants out for so many things. I have followed like a lot of grant writers. There are even grant writers who would write like your business proposal, your business plan to help you get a grant. And I feel like that's just better because you don't have to pay it back. Yeah,
I agree. So yeah, definitely a grant over a loan.
Yeah.
But if you need a loan,
go get it.
Get a loan. Just be responsible with it, pay it back.
Because it says to expand your business.
Yeah.
So to expand, why not? Prioritizing social media over word of mouth.
I don't know. I feel like majority of my business is word of mouth. I'm terrible with social media.
We can't continue to keep relying on social media for things. We can't continue to just keep using something that could possibly be temporary. I feel like we'll always have people who have mouths who are able to speak. And I feel like that's the power of social media right now, is the people speaking on the social media. It's not really social media, it's the people on it. And so people are very powerful. If you go into the right room, you can change your life.
Definitely.
So that's how powerful people are.
Definitely.
And I feel like we need to start utilizing the people that surround us and get off of social media sometimes. Which is why I want to sit down face to face with a lot of people. But and I know a lot of people probably gonna look at this and be like, why are they sitting beside you?
The ones who don't know.
Yes, if you know, but like, I'm gonna just say that me and Kassidy did not used to like each other.
At all.
Yes. We did not used to like each other. And it was over something like very stupid.
Yeah, it was very petty.
Yeah,
it was
very childish and like.
But we were really young too. We were in high school.
Stuff. Yeah, I literally was just thinking. I said that was before I had my son, so that was over 5 years ago. But because my girlfriend asked me, what was the point in which we stopped? What was the point in which we started like back talking? Like, when did we stop not liking each other?
So I think because it was a minute ago. It was either you DM'd me or I DM'd you. One of us DM'd the other person and was like, I'm so proud of you. Like, you've grown so much. I just can't remember.
I remember that.
I don't know if I DM'd you or you DM'd you. It was December. No, you DM'd me first. It was December 11, 2020. I guess I posted something for like this, and I said people don't know the struggle. You said it's okay because our business is still flourishing in this pandemic. It was on my hair page, so I think we was talking about something about hair. I said, period, what's meant to be will always be. And I was going to DM you the other day, but I didn't. I just wanted to say that I know we had our issues in the past, and I feel like we shouldn't have had them given these circumstances. With that being said, I'm so happy that your business is growing and that it's been successful. I'm wishing you so much more. And you were like, oh yes, it was petty, young, meaningless beef, literally. Same to you, babe. I'm very proud of you. Keep going, don't stop.
Yes, what I say, what's meant to be will always be.
Literally.
Yes. And wow, I love that you were able to find that.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause look at us here today. But God is so good. God is so intentional. And I just feel like this just goes to show how you grow. Like, what would you tell yourself 5 years ago?
To calm down, sit down somewhere. Like I feel like in high school, I was wilding out. Like, I was doing too much, but I really feel like it was the people I was associating myself with that I thought it was okay to like be young and turn. But back then, like times were different now. So where if I was a kid now, I would be scared to do certain stuff because people are just so crazy. And I feel like as an adult, I literally say this every day. I feel like people are crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what's crazy though? People were crazy back then. I think that when you're young, your mindset can't even gravitate the fact that people are crazy.
Yeah.
Like you don't even care about that. I feel like now that we're older and we're so much aware of how crazy people are, it's like we know people are crazy.
yeah.
But people was crazy back
Yeah, they
then.
were.
Like people was doing some off the wall stuff when we was younger, and it's like
Back then
we
was
don't
like,
care.
Like,
We don't care. Like, and they be trying to say like millennials or like people who young, like we be off the walls, and it's always been this way. I feel like think about our parents stuff. They had freaky. They had all that stuff. Like they were literally doing the same thing for us. So what's one piece of advice that you would give, and it's not just anybody young or just anything, just in general, what's the one piece of advice that you would give anybody who's just starting out their entrepreneurial journey?
I feel like I would tell you to believe in yourself. Know that it's not easy, but don't give up. Like you're gonna have slow seasons, you're gonna have times where you feel like you can't do something, and don't let fear stop you from chasing your dreams and doing what you want to do, because it's either you're going to believe in fear or you're going to believe in yourself, and you should always believe in yourself.
Okay, and we're going to end this question. It's so funny because when I was at your event, I was teaching at Cass last class, and the guy who was recording, he asked like, what's your why? And I was like, that's such a good question. Like, what's your why? Why do you do what you do, and who do you do it for?
I feel like I love meeting people. I love being around people. I like talking to people. Like my clients, those aren't even my clients. Like those are my girls. So I feel like that's my why. I love making people feel good about themselves, feel pretty. Like I love when I can sit on lashes on somebody and they open their eyes and they're like, oh my God. So I think just making other people feel good about themselves. Like that's my why.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. Who do you do it for?
I feel like I do it for me.
Yay!
Like,
That's
yeah,
right.
I do it for me, for
Yes,
sure.
That's great. I love that answer.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That is a wrap. We are done with episode 1. Thank you for watching All Things Working. We enjoyed y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed us. Be sure to follow Kassidy at
Keeping Up with Cass.
And what's your business pages?
The Beauty Lab, RDU, and the Lash Lab, NC.
Yes, and my girl just dropped a brand new boutique in Durham, North Carolina, so I need y'all to go pull up and check it out and get y'all some pieces.
Yes.
Because baby, I got mine. Go get yours. Okay. All right, y'all.